So that way they feel safe enough to just be honest.
Exactly.
Fully fucking honest.
Exactly.
Even if they fucking did you wrong, they can be honest, and now you can get to the bottom of why.
Yeah.
Right? And if it's something that you can resolve, then you can choose to resolve it.
Yeah.
If it's not, then you can choose to dissolve it. Another quote. Make this shit go viral one more game.
Let me write this down real quick.
You didn't even know how I felt, bro, pulling into the driveway.
You said you couldn't even wipe your ass.
Bro, I swear to God, when I left that place,
Your body was that sore?
my arms, dude.
From what?
From fucking grappling and rolling and sparring.
I didn't know it was like weight training.
Oh my God. Yeah, bro, you got with another human being that's trying to choke you and fucking
I
make
feel you. Exerting a lot of physical
Holy shit.
gestures. Yeah, I feel exactly.
I was rolling with a blue belt, a purple belt, and actually 2 blue belts and a purple belt. And then at the end, I was like, where's the white belts at, bro? I picked a new kid. I said, come here, bro. We're going to go light, man. I'm demoralized. They got me fucked up over here.
But you wanted to, though. You was trying to push yourself to, like, train with, keep training with the best.
Yeah. Well, you learn a lot from them, man. And I almost had the blue belt, dude, in a nice choke. But I didn't have the right angle on it. Yeah. And then he fucking did it. And then he flipped my ass. And then he's like, this is how it's done. I'm like, fuck! God damn, bro.
But he flipped you over, bro.
He did some shit. Like, these guys, they know. It's like playing chess, man. If you don't know what does what or how... What is that?
That was my watch.
How do you silence that thing?
I don't know.
Silencer.
That was weird.
That was weird. I've never heard an Apple Watch fucking roar, dude.
That's the first off everything.
But yeah, man.
That's crazy. At least you're getting your workouts in.
My conditioning is getting up. I literally left there. I could not feel my arms from the shoulder down.
Like at all.
I'm like, holy shit.
He was like, I'm a vegetable. I'm literally a stick.
I'm like, holy shit.
I'm a noodle. I can't do nothing.
They're just like, we're so flooded with blood. Like, I'm like, God damn, I look like Popeye. Swollen.
Which remind me, I just had the new chicken sandwich from Popeye. Bro, it was amazing.
You are from the hood. I got, bro, that reminds me. I actually was just at Popeyes.
But you know when it first came out?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I finally had it.
Oh, really?
I didn't even.
Damn,
I
bro,
didn't
it's been
try
out
it
for like a couple years now.
I did not even try it when it first came out. I wanted to, and I never had the chance to.
It's actually really good. I tried it.
It was literally one of the best chicken sandwiches I've ever had.
It's really fucking.
And then I heard that they found worms in the chicken at Popeyes. Yeah, true story. Like somebody took a video. They was just like, check your Popeyes chicken.
Oh, bro, you just ruined it for me.
It was like maggots that was like.
No more Popeyes for me. Going to KFC from now on, motherfuckers.
Well, for that sandwich, I may be good. I may risk it all.
Fuck that. All right, let's. Shall we get into it?
Should get into it.
My energy's so off right now because of that fucking training.
I bet. Bro,
I'm really like trying to chug this energy drink. Get my energy back up, cause damn, it takes a lot out of you, bro.
I bet, bro.
So I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that I fucking stayed up so late.
That's probably what it is too. Yeah. You combine both of them, your energy is probably depleted. You know.
I maybe got like 4 or 5 hours of sleep.
Damn.
But it's all good.
What is you doing?
Fucking making this shit happen, baby. That's what you gotta do. Gotta make this shit happen.
You just sit in an ice bath and do some cryotherapy.
You know.
I'm
used to that. Would be fucking great. I got to, bro. Fuck.
You know, LeBron James spends approximately $1 to $2 million every year on self-care.
He should, bro. Fucking his body is fucking his moneymaker.
You have to.
When you fucking making 7-8 figures a year. Yeah. You better fucking take care of your body.
Oh, 100%.
You know?
100%.
Shit. We out there dancing and fucking flexing.
And just walking and flexing.
And gyrating and whatnot. You got to take care of them hips. Go get some cryotherapy right on that dick. We got to insure this thing.
I got the heat on my hips.
Progressive, can I take out a policy on my dick? Trying to keep my income.
Sure,
steady.
sir. Would you like a 6-month policy or a year policy?
I'm gonna need a 8-inch. I'm sorry.
Oh, my God.
8-month policy.
Excuse me, sir. We're gonna have to discuss this.
How do you guys charge? Is there a premium for length? Is there a secretary I can speak to negotiate this?
Well, yes. She worked for Bill Clinton at one point.
Who's the vice president of this shit? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back.
We're back.
For another episode of Strip Down Podcast. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Ladies and gentlemen, and if it's your first time here, welcome. Welcome to the chaos. Welcome to the shit show. That is the Strip Down Podcast. If you're new here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button real quick. We're going to be doing these episodes every single week. We try and put you on game, young man, young lady, whatever your case is. We trying to just be as useful as we can.
That's right.
You know, so don't take us like, you know, hey, here's another thing to keep in mind. We just have a unique perspective, so just in case you don't know who we are. My name is Miles. This is handsome, young, light-skinned, Shamar Moore-looking motherfucker.
I'm done.
His name is Dion Rome.
Ooh.
A.K.A. Romeo.
Welcome.
We're both members of Magic Men Live, a touring group that has traveled the country, performed in front of hundreds of thousands of women, in which our intent was to cater and satisfy these women in the most euphoric way possible.
Ooh, good.
Now, what comes with that sort of experience is a lot of experience, a lot of encounters, a lot of interactions, a lot of knowledge.
Yeah.
Unique perspective.
As you like to put it, being around the block.
Being around the block. I don't feel like we've been around the block. We've been around the entire hood. Motherfucker.
We've been around a couple blocks, actually.
The whole hood.
A little more qualified to talk on such experiences.
Well, I think we just have a unique perspective.
Yeah.
It opens you up to things that, you know, most men may be closed off to. You feel what I'm saying? So, you know, it's like, okay, well, I can see where some of the disconnect is. Maybe we could offer some unique perspective.
There you go.
You feel me?
And we're glad to do so. So
think of us as your big bros. We're just going to keep it straight with y'all, you know, and feel free to join the conversation because, like I said, we don't claim to know it all. Your perspective, your feedback, your insight, your experiences, they help add to the knowledge database and help add to the conversation that so we can touch on, oh, we didn't think about that. Oh, we didn't. Okay, that's a good point.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's bring that up next time. You feel what I'm saying? So feel free to add to the conversation in the comment section on YouTube or on Magic Men Plus. You know, you could even hit us in the emails with a story, a situation that you're going through, which we're going to hit. We're going to hit a couple of them situations in this episode at the end and also in the exclusive episode. So stick around. Hit that subscribe button real quick. And if you're already in love with our podcast, do us a favor. If you've been here for a minute, go out over to Apple Podcasts and write us a 5-star review.
5 stars, baby.
Because we're trying to come for Joe Rogan's neck.
We ain't trying to,
We're trying to take over the game.
You hear that, Joe Rogan?
We coming for your ass.
We coming for that. No, let me see.
We coming for that ass. So we appreciate it. Real quick, I do want to give some shout outs to some of the top social media supporters.
Okay.
The ones that been showing love.
Who we got?
I've been seeing some new names, baby.
Who we got?
From YouTube, we got Dash Brooks, baby.
Dash Brooks. What's up, girl?
She wrote a very nice comment for us. She's like, yo, this podcast is so underrated. Everybody needs to get put onto this. Because we just starting our whole YouTube career. So we have yet to be discovered on there. So if you get a chance, go subscribe there too. You get the visual version of this.
Absolutely. Thank you, Dash Brooks. We appreciate it.
And you don't want to miss the visual version for this reason right here in front of me. Everybody fawns over this man. Show him a little nipple, Romeo. Come on.
Hey. we
don't call it Strip Down for nothing.
We'll say that for a nice little feed
also,
episode.
From Instagram, I want to give a shout out to Tammy Hamlet. I've been seeing you more recently in the Instagram comments.
Thank you, Tammy.
We appreciate you showing the love. Our Instagram is at Strip Down Podcast, by the way, if you want to follow it. And that's also where you can send us DMs, by the way. That's another way to like ask us a question or a situation.
Yep.
DM us. Just shoot us a DM over there. That's a new way for y'all to reach out to us. And then from TikTok, where we get a lot of love, this is probably where you're from. TikTok gang, what's good?
Hey.
We got Michelle Stevens, Sheena T, and Melinda Flores.
Wow.
Had to pick 3. There's
Michelle, Linda, and
Sheena and Melinda.
Sheena and Melinda. Sheena and Melinda. Thank you, Sheena and Melinda. We love you.
Sheena T and Melinda Flores and Michelle Stevens.
We love
Much love to y'all. Love it.
Rocking with us. Thank you. 100%.
So if you watched our episode last week, we ended on a particular topic about a young lady in what we would call a situationship.
A situationship.
Mm-hmm. Just to fill y'all in.
Please elaborate, my friend.
To recap it, young lady, she's has a prior experience with a fella that just so happens to be in an entire relationship.
Oh.
That this man is convinced his family and friends that relationship that he's in is a godsend. Okay. Yet, this man is still stalking her shit, trying to slide at her. She's been, what it seems like, has been like putting him off. But she was asking, should she engage? And of course we said, fuck no! What is you doing?
The passion is real, though. Appreciate the passion, my brother.
What is you doing? So that got me thinking, because I've even been noticing these comments on like our social media too. Like, why do I only get hit on by guys in relationships or guys in marriages and whatnot? It's like, this is like a trending thing. Like guys in relationships and marriages, like for whatever reason, are on the prowl. You know what I mean?
Like it seems like a prominent issue.
So I'm like, why the fuck is there that urge for these types of guys? There has to be something to this. Like what? Why are you in a committed relationship looking for something on the side? Why are you in a committed relationship? Committed. Not an open relationship, a committed relationship, a marriage in some cases.
Right. A pact.
And you're still out here searching the streets. What the fuck? The fuck?
If he's searching the streets,
let's
leave him in the streets.
We got to get to the bottom of this.
Uh-oh. Ladies, we're going straight to the source for this issue. We're about to discuss some heavy...
We're going to get into... I did a little research.
Heavy...
Did a little bit of research on the subject at hand. Why man cheat?
It's about to get real.
Especially like people that are in relationship or in marriages.
Yeah.
The fuck, dude? I don't understand.
Right.
It's baffling, mind blowing.
All in all, it is a serious issue, and mind you, we're having fun with this. But yeah, we're gonna give you
honest perspective. After doing a little bit of research, I'm like, okay, these are a lot of good points to keep in mind if you're the partner, right? Because these are areas that these men, I just use quote marks, floating quotation marks just now for those who are just listening. For these men, air quotes.
Right up there.
They're lacking these things, and that's why. So, like, okay, this is some good things to keep in mind to help prevent it, right?
Yeah.
And now, as I read this, I'm like, these also apply to women. If a woman's feeling these things, these might be a reason for her to want to go seek that fulfillment somewhere else as well. So fellas, this is an episode you need to stick through as well.
There you
because
go.
if you're in a relationship and you notice yourself doing any of these things or acting certain ways towards your partner, you better fucking be careful.
Facts.
Because then it might be creating some sort of void within them that they're going somewhere else to fill. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Now, look, we ain't trying to justify fucking cheating. Don't take it like that. Right. Okay? Cheating is one of the most fucking painful things that can happen to any human being.
Absolutely.
It is fucking terrible. Yep. All right? And let's be honest with each other. Let's keep it real. Both genders cheat. We're not going to get into this whole shit of like
pointing fingers.
Men cheat more, women cheat more. Both cheat. That's the bottom line.
100%.
Who does it more is irrelevant.
Yeah.
Let's just get to the bottom of it. Why? Why and how do we fix it? How do we prevent it? Right?
Yeah. Let's go into the psyche behind this.
And
it's a serious issue.
We're gonna go over these topics, and we're just gonna give our perspective on some of these things. You know, we're just gonna keep it real like we always do, baby. Let's get it straight into it. So, one of the first things that I found was an article by a marriage counselor, name of Aaron Anderson, and he came up with the 9 most. He's a marriage counselor who noticed the 9 most common reasons that men cheat.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
But then, as I was reading this, I was like, well, this applies both ways in a lot of cases.
Right.
So some obviously only pertain to like men, and some can go both ways for sure.
But mostly universal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the first one, he called it the absence of quote unquote Prince Charming, right? And he goes on to say that women fall victim of the fallacy of Prince Charming, and that they believe that their husbands have a duty to be the only ones trying to be romantic, and that it is not necessary for them to show love to their husbands. So in that particular instance, the woman doesn't feel a need or to make an effort to
reciprocate,
to be romantic towards their partner. It's like one-sided. You know, so in that case, the guy is feeling, and keep in mind, that goes both ways, right? So if it's only the woman being the romantic one, you know, and the husband is not reciprocating it, then obviously the woman's going to feel a certain type of way about that.
Absolutely.
Like, what the fuck? Why am I not feeling cherished and valued and like appreciated? And, you know, desired and all these things.
Yeah.
You know, and then if you find somebody who does make you feel that way, you're going to gravitate towards that because it's something that you're lacking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like something for partners to be conscious of. Am I reciprocating, you know, the romance, the sense of desire, the attention, the appreciation, all that.
Yeah.
You know, because if it's one-sided.
You can see where the issue comes from when it comes with
that. You feel?
Because I just feel like, you know, you want to feel like, you know, it's not just to do something and expecting things in return. It should be a principle that's set like, this is the dynamic we have. It's a loving relationship where it's built off of love and passion and you know, literally somewhat sacrificing your own means for the sake of your partner, because you want to go out your way to make them happy. You want to go out your way to make them feel loved and appreciated. Yeah. And like you said, it is you know, it happens on both ends. So if we can figure out, okay, what is the reason? What is the cause for this? And how do we fix it? You know what I'm saying? To be on that level. It's
got to be reciprocated.
It has to be reciprocated.
It takes 2 to tango, baby.
It has to be reciprocated.
It takes 2 to tango. I'm trying to tango and you just stiff as a board. We're trying to tango here. We're trying to dance.
Well, it just goes to the simple question of put yourself in a position where it was turned around to where, you know, you were given all of this love or whatever, and you wasn't expecting it, or, you know what I'm saying, the opposite end of it. So
I think it helps to vocalize if you're feeling that way, because sometimes, like John said in the episode we did together, it's like sometimes you're just like completely oblivious that the other person is feeling that way. Like us men, we're kind of dumb and we don't pick up the signs.
Communication.
We don't pick up the signs, right?
Yep.
You know, so if we're feeling a certain type of way, you know, sometimes we don't do that great of a job of saying, hey, I feel like this.
Exactly.
I don't feel like I'm not like I'm desired. I don't feel like I'm being appreciated.
Right.
Like, and you got to come when you have that conversation though, you can't like attack your partner, because that's not going to create any sort of positive change. It's just going to create an argument. Exactly. It's like, you know, if you come at them in a look at us being fucking marriage counselors right now.
Unique perspectives. That's what it is.
This is just logic.
It is what it is, yeah.
Fucking Dr. Phil had ass. Let me get the glasses back.
Put them on. Let me get this close-up shot right here.
If the opposite sex ain't feeling the reciprocation.
We need a close-up shot of him with his glasses on.
I'm just trying to tell y'all. Trying to tell y'all motherfuckers, man, it takes 2. You got to communicate properly.
Over here looking like Grandpa Joe and Bernadette mixed together.
I'm trying to tell you, you got to communicate it properly.
Absolutely.
Sit them down, come from a heartfelt place. Like, look, I know it's fixable. I want to communicate this to you. I'm not trying to attack you or criticize you or whatever, but there's a problem, and I want us to address it.
To address it, absolutely.
For the sake of both of us.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because you never expect anything to change if you're not willing to share on what needs to be changed. If you're just willing to be quiet and not vocalize upon the issues, they're just going to be stagnated. for the whole entire rest of the
relationship. We all
relationship.
have that problem though. It's hard to like sometimes vocalize what you're feeling. You let it pent up. It gets pent up inside of you.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
But you know what I feel is maybe
like they should know, right?
Maybe more of an exercise on, basically being more willing to share with your partner, because I feel like at the end of the day, you guys are in each other's lives on such like a best friends dynamic, or you want to get on as such. So you should feel like I could talk to this person about literally anything. So why not start practicing and working on just sharing with them? Because who knows? They're going to share with you deep, dark secrets too that you're like, oh, my partner's opened up with me more. Yeah. Like I have to, you know what I'm saying? Instead of like, like not, so or just feeling like you got a teeter-totter, or like, I'm not going to share
So
much.
It's like starting with like creating a really open channel of communication.
Yes, absolutely.
That's got to be like almost the basis, right, of the relationship. Man, this is fucking really good shit to know, man. So it's like we're educating ourselves in the process while we're doing all these researching these topics and having these discussions. Because guys, we don't really have these types of discussions like really,
right?
But this kind of forces us to and makes us go deeper into it. So actually, it's like fucking helping me out a lot.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh shit, okay, I'm gonna keep that in mind.
Facts.
So when Boo Boo come along, hey baby. Let's start right here. We gotta get this communication.
Yeah. Or just basically, us being guilty of being complacent and not having a desire to want to either change things or help things become more effective or to grow within your relationship. Because I feel like communication really is the number one up there, literally on the list of fruitful relationships. So
that point is a really good point, and it kind of touches on one of these that's coming up.
Okay.
So the second reason is the lack of privacy. And also that intimacy efforts are kind of one-sided.
Yeah.
Right? One of libido's higher than the other. And then with the lack of privacy part of it, it's like they don't have their own like space. It's like you're too all up in their business, maybe.
Okay. So it feels like there's no individuality, because you got to remember there's two individuals in a relationship. Yeah. It's not just, of course you become one, but it's still two individuals, and you should always treat each other with respect.
I think you got to be, every relationship though, or marriage, like you should be very open with each other.
Oh, 100%. Right? 100%.
So I think when you say lack of privacy, it's like, okay, you just need your me time. You need your like alone time.
Recalibration.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Perspective.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Like I need my alone time. I need my me time. I'm so used to that.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I appreciate it. Just the peace that comes with it, and just being just with myself and not having any sort of other things that, might kind of enter into my mind, and just let myself just mellow out.
How do you feel about the whole sharing passwords aspect of it, and sharing, literally probably the entirety of social medias, the phone, text messages?
Personally, I wouldn't have no problem with it, as long as like I could 100% trust. Like, what kind of password? You gonna get my bank password too? Like, what's going on? As long as I can trust you, you can have it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. You can have it. But it's like, do you need it? You shouldn't need it.
Yeah.
In my opinion. You know
that
what I mean?
part. See? So it's one of those things where I feel like if you ever want to, or you feel like you're ever compelled to, then it's perfectly fine for you to do so. But when you start feeling like you have to have it, and you have to hold on to this crutch of like, I need to control what he's doing, or I need to see, like,
I need to know everything. That is just like that mindset is like so just toxic for yourself. You gotta live with this constant fear and insecurity that you might be doing something, and I gotta kind of comb through everything to make sure that no new bitches are fucking rolling in my man's DMs and whatnot. It's like, just if you trust him enough, it's like it's whatever. Like, I don't need it. I know what the fuck I got between me and you.
Exactly. Right? But if I ever want to,
if he shows reason for concern, or she shows reason for concern, then that's a different discussion.
Absolutely.
Right? Like, if you start acting shady, bro, you start being a little too secretive, and you're not being as open.
Yeah.
If she has a concern, and she's like, I kind of feel different about it. It's like, you're making me feel like something's up.
Yeah.
Then you need to address what it is and why it is that she's feeling like that.
Exactly.
And if you don't, then that's when I would like to see what the fuck is up.
Yeah.
can I get your passwords? Cause
Right.
unlock that shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Let me get that Face ID real quick. Put it to my face real quick. Let it scan my face because I need that. I need access because you making me second guess some shit.
Right.
You know, if you make her feel that way, of course she's gonna want those things. So be open.
Yeah.
Address it.
Yeah.
Fucking I'm an open book, baby. What you want?
Yeah.
And she's never gonna need it. Right.
And might I say, even for the guys out there who are in situations where they have cheated on their spouses and she's giving you a second chance, look at it as an opportunity to be the most open that you possibly can, to reassure her that you will never have to feel that way again, because I'm taking it upon myself to grow within knowing that you know what, my privacy, whatever.
Oh,
you know
it's
what
gone.
I'm saying?
If you already cheated and fucked up, it's
you know
gone.
What I'm saying? Like, don't even worry about don't worry about my privacy, because I'm here to make sure that now you feel that you can trust me, and I'm going to build, and I'm going to be patient.
And that's going to take time
to build. That's why I said patient. I'm knowing that, like, it's not going to be an overnight thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Ladies, if you're in a situation where the trust has already been broken once, right, in a drastic way like that, like cheating or whatever, then okay, you get full access.
Yeah.
That's only fair.
It's only fair.
You know what I mean? And
100%.
you got to rebuild that trust.
Yeah. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
You know, and look, we're just coming at this from a practical standpoint. We got no like biases here.
Yeah.
It's like, this is just practical. It seems legit. This is logical. This makes sense.
It does.
You know what I mean?
It absolutely does.
So then the third reason would be there's no signs of love. They're not feeling appreciated. They're not feeling like missed when they leave. They're not feeling any sort of affection from the other person. You know?
That's a big one right there.
You gotta understand, men, we do desire that as well. You know, don't neglect that. Like, don't think that we don't like to feel that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that might be something that a lot of people kind of misconstrue.
Yeah.
Right? It might be kind of assume that, oh, he's a man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He doesn't need all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She needs it, but maybe he doesn't. And this, again, it goes vice versa. This is another one. She's got to feel like you desire. Both parties got to feel desired.
You know what I used to love?
What?
I remember my partner, she literally, like, this is like one of the best things. That it was just coming from literally her. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even ask for anything like that. But writing notes before I even go to work or coming back to work or something like that, and it's just like random notes, and then like making like a bag with like snacks and all this other stuff every day. And I'm just like, things like that too, of like showing that like,
that's
I
cute
care.
as fuck.
Like I love, you know what I'm saying? Just because you're a man don't mean I can't like, this is what my love for you. I want to show this. And oh my gosh, it makes them feel giddy. I was feeling giddy. I ain't even gonna hold you.
Yeah,
like,
see, that's again the acts of service. That's 100% your love language. So knowing what his love languages are is definitely a key thing. That's
right.
Yeah, because that goes for you fellas too.
Absolutely.
I mean, shit, what the fuck? A lot of these go both ways.
Yeah.
So again, fellas, I hope you're still fucking paying attention, man, because this is gonna help make things go smooth for you, man. It's gonna happy wife, happy life. That's the saying,
exactly.
Right?
Don't let it be one-sided where she's doing all this for you and you're not going out of your, because you think you're working all the time and you're just tired or what. Be thoughtful. That's your wife. I mean, that's your partner. That's your spouse. That's your love. Show her how much you love her. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be little thoughtful things, you know? She'll appreciate that. And it'll make your relationship grow. I guarantee you that.
Amen, brother. I agree with everything you just said.
My brother.
You know, and this next one, I feel like this one is like definitely a trigger for somebody wanting to, like, you know, this is emasculation. If he feels emasculated, you know what I mean? He doesn't feel like a man. And again, this goes vice versa. What would be the vice versa of that? What's the term for that? Femasculation? I don't know. You know what I mean? He just don't feel like a man no more. Okay, so like he feels constrained, he feels judged, he feels criticized and deprived of doing things that he enjoys and makes him happy and makes him feel like himself. Yeah. Like, you know, a man or whatever. Yeah. Right? So he feels deprived in some way, feels constrained, you know, and this definitely goes both ways. right? We actually have somebody who wrote in who's a female who feels exactly like that, right? And we're going to actually touch on that story in the bonus episode.
Respect.
So it's like you got, all these things, just be conscious of it, right? And the fifth one would be change of life, meaning like after a certain extended period of time passes, years, 10 years, 20 years, or I don't know, an extended period of time kind of passes, and then they kind of realize it's like, okay, they just have different feelings. They kind of they aren't where they feel like they want to be in life. They're not as happy as they could be. And then that causes them to want to make a drastic change. And that's kind of where they start going exploring. And again, that could go both ways. I don't know how the fuck you can feel that. It's like, okay, well, what is that drastic change? Can we make that change together? Right? Maybe that can be an approach to that if they're feeling that way.
Yeah.
But again, that needs to be communicated.
Absolutely. I agree.
Then there's the sixth one, which is this false idea of masculinity. So this is where the guy, he grew up with this idea, this false idea that being masculine is synonymous with like being desired and being with a lot of different women.
Okay, what is the context of masculine in that concept? What he's
this motherfucker, they have the misconception that in order to be masculine, to be a man, you need to be desired by many women.
What about holding down your household?
I know, that's why I'm like, this one's like, if you're that guy, I'm sorry, bro. Like, that ain't masculine.
Yeah.
You know what's fucking masculine? Being able to hold down a relationship.
Exactly.
All these alpha male fucking strategies that you see out there, like fucking use them, abuse them, and kick them to the curb type attitudes.
Yeah.
You're calling that alpha, bro?
It's not respectable.
Okay, first off, you're talking to a couple guys who... What's easier, Rome? Pulling random girls or being in a committed relationship?
I'll tell you.
Which one's harder?
I'm going to say...
This
is what I'm going to say. The one that's more worthwhile in the end will always be in a committed relationship.
Which one's harder, though?
The committed relationship. Because at the end of the day, it is work, but it should never distract you from knowing that at the end of the day, this is actually a benefit in my life. You know,
right.
This other is not benefiting my life because one, I'm not treating women with respect. I'm not treating myself with respect, and I have this false idea that this is the way where I can justify my whole masculine appeal. And at the end of the day, it's not. And I'm telling you this from an honest, straight up standpoint because I've grown so much from being that guy in the past. You feel me? I did have that sort of mentality before.
Yeah.
But what served me more was knowing that, it's not about, having freaking a penny every day. It's about having $100 bill.
I was about to say, would you rather have 100 pennies or $100 bill?
There you go. What's more worthwhile than that?
Yeah. Which one's harder to get? Which one's harder to have? The reason I asked that is because the harder one is the one that only an alpha could actually fucking do.
Exactly.
Right?
Which makes
you calling yourself an alpha just because you could pick up 100 pennies? How's that fucking make sense, dog?
Yeah, it's not worth it. I'm telling you.
So, like, guys, like, if you're hearing a lot of this shit, and I know you see it on social media because I see it, and I'm just like, oh, God. Like, but we've been there, done that, so we know. If you don't know, then you know what I mean? You might fall victim to that mentality and be like, oh, yeah, this is how I should think. Bro, he's leading you down the wrong path, my dude. I'm just trying to tell you. And you'll find out the hard way if you don't want to, go ahead. Find out yourself.
Yeah, we're not telling you what to do. All we're doing
and then just come back and let us know that we were right.
Yeah. All we're doing is giving an honest perspective. That's all.
And we just trying to look out for you, homeboy.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of these types of dudes, they kind of have like this, they're hurt. Like you don't want to admit it. You'll never fucking admit it. But you have that. There's a reason you feel that way.
Yeah,
there's like this resentment that you feel. Dude, we all go through it, dude. We all go through it, but don't let that affect the overall picture.
Yes.
Right? And
just because one girl broke your heart, don't mean that there's not a girl out there that literally will mend it back together and radiate it more than when you were by yourself.
It's like, every great entrepreneur has failed many times in their life before they found that one big success.
Yes.
Right? So it's like, okay, you failed. It hurts. It sucks. You put so much into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Does that mean you're just going to give up? Does that mean you're not going to try to put everything into the next venture, the next business, next passion that you have?
Right.
Or are you going to be jaded and be like, it'll never fucking work again and just give up altogether? It's like, I'm going to go find a 9-to-5.
Because it broke you so much.
You can go that way, but you're not going to be a successful entrepreneur with that mentality. I can tell you that right now.
Right.
From firsthand fucking experience.
And you know what's crazy is that I feel that's also an essential quality of an alpha male, quote unquote, is when you feel like you're broken or when a situation got you broken, so when you're able to overcome that and not let it dictate the rest of your future or dictate your actions because you're feeling or playing the victim card, you know?
Well, yeah. It's like you see it a lot. People kind of have that chip on their shoulder from a previous relationship. You know what I mean? But you got to understand that chip is affecting your future relationship.
Yes, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, obviously learn from it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But don't go into the next one with all those insecurities and doubts and carry that baggage into it, because then it's just going to create problems there where there would otherwise probably be no problem.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It'd be like, you know, having a failed business or whatever, and then having, you learn from it, but then you take that and you fix that in the next one.
Right.
In the next business that you start.
Yeah.
Right. Instead of being scared to start a business or saying, oh, fucking businesses, they don't work.
Absolutely.
I'm never doing fucking businesses again.
Absolutely.
No entrepreneur, no successful businessman ever fucking thinks like that. And nobody carries over that mentality just because they failed once.
Right.
Right. So it's like, if you want to be successful in the next relationship or business, whatever you, bear with me with the analogy, then you can't carry over that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I the only reason I bring that up is because, like, entrepreneur and business is my whole fucking life. So it's like, that's easy analogy. And I think that's something that a lot of people can, like, understand. It's like, okay.
I feel that.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I would say, let it be a lesson, but don't let it block your blessing.
Ooh, the boy came with bars. Damn. Shit.
Hey, it had to be said.
Man, it's poetic as fuck.
Had to be said.
Profound. God damn. We gotta put that shit on a t-shirt.
We gotta put it on a t-shirt. That drink was majestic in itself. That's it.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
All right. We got a couple more of these.
Story.
All right. So the 7th one is monotony. The routine of the relationship becomes so monotonous.
It's like mechanical almost.
It becomes like tiresome, and then there becomes a lack of motivation to innovate.
Yeah.
Right? So be conscious of that one. 8 is a lack of tolerance. Being tired of being scolded or experiencing impatience from their spouse, wanting their own way, and that leads to them being criticized and despised by their partner, which then makes them want to look outside for a relationship where they would feel more valued.
Yeah.
Another one to keep in mind. 9 is just a lack of satisfaction. These are guys who they cheat even if they're happy in their relationship, but that relationship has certain vulnerabilities. And some of these vulnerabilities could be emotional, intimate, or practical dissatisfaction, as they put it. So they're not fully satisfied in these certain things. So then it kind of makes them want to go adventure outwards to find those emotional things. That one's kind of
I feel like
that's a lame fucking excuse to.
You know what?
That's an easy fix. I feel like
I can say this too, and I mean it's just coming from maybe like another perspective. I feel like if a guy cheats on you, it's not because he doesn't respect you. It's because he doesn't respect himself.
That's a good fucking point.
You know,
there's a certain lack of character in people that cheat.
Yeah.
Right? They don't fully respect or value committed relationships. Right? And that might be because they don't know, like they just don't appreciate it. They don't value it, right? They could come from a broken family, right? A single parent family where they never really saw what a committed relationship was like. They don't have anything to model one off of. So how are you going to respect something or value something that you've never firsthand experienced, right? So it's like it's nothing to them. It's like whatever. They think cheating is not that big of a fucking deal because they don't value commitment or what that is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it should be perceived as an excuse. I do think that is a very real and sort of, you know, issue with the person itself, and it's understandable. But I just think that also, like, if that wasn't the case, if you don't know, learn first before you get into a relationship.
Yeah.
You know, don't let it be the other way around, because you're already failing from the start. Yeah. You know?
Yeah, know what you're signing up for. So
don't hurt the person. Like, you don't want to hurt anybody.
Yeah,
you know?
You gotta
and if you're not ready.
They're like insensitive. They're like desensitized to that because they don't value it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, dude, you don't realize the repercussions to your actions when you do shit like that. Yeah. You know? But hopefully you fucking learn and fix it, because a numb human being or a human with no feelings is a shitty fucking human to be. I don't even think it's a human. Right. How can you be a human with no feelings? Might as well be a plant, goddamn. Might as well be a fucking stick of something. Oh, man, living off of photosynthesis. Motherfucking photosynthesis head ass. Be a plant. That was perfect. We be coming with the fucking just analogies. Yo, my goodness, that got me. We're hit or miss with our analogies. That got me. Sometimes we hit an analogy. Oh, damn, that was profound. Right. Sometimes you're just like, what the fuck? Which is human in itself. That's a human moment. That's a human moment, I feel like. You know what I mean? So, okay. I guess the next part of that, with all that said, those are like the reasons why somebody would cheat. Okay, so now it's like the next question you will want to ask yourself is like, how do you tell if somebody might be cheating, right? You know what I mean? The signs to look for. Right. Yeah. How can you tell if like something's up? Yeah. Something's off. I feel something's going on. It's not right. Right? So maybe you notice like their attitude changes up. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like their demeanor, their energy's off, right? You're not as talkative anymore. You know, you're kind of talking to me in a different tone all of a sudden. Yeah. You're being a little quiet. Something's on your mind. I don't know. A little distant a little bit, even when you're here. Yeah. What is going on? Something is up. Right? Something is up. Or, you notice there's like a lack of intimacy, a decrease in like, that sexual desire or whatever. All of a sudden, out of blue, what the fuck's going on? Yeah. Your testosterone level's good, bro? Let's go get you tested. Let's make sure the testosterone levels are up. Yeah. Because if those testosterone levels come back and they're up, then something's up. Something is up. We learn all these new tricks. You know what I mean? Show me the resource if you just looked it up online. We're going to call in the physician real quick. Test his goddamn testosterone. I want to know how much his balls weigh. Oh my God. I want to know exactly what's going on in there. Yo, that's crazy. It could be the obvious too, how protective he is over his phone. I mean, that's obvious for sure. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be one of those, anytime you guys are sitting down, of course, like his phone is face down. Fucking time. You know, right? When I go to sleep, he's like, he got it right under him or something like that. I mean. Yeah, he's cuddling up with his phone. It's right under his pillow. Something might be up. Yeah. Or every time they go to check their phone, they're just like, leaning. It's like, what the fuck? Every time they check it, they have to leave to go check it somewhere. Yeah. You know? Yeah. That's another one. I mean, here's one reason that might be the case, though. Like, well, obviously getting up and leaving. Because I'll do this. I'm not even in a relationship with the girl or whoever, right? But if I notice you're like constantly looking over my shoulder and trying to peek at what's going on with like on my phone, it's like kind of mind your business. Like what's going on? Like you're being a little too obvious. You're being too nosy. Can I get a little privacy here? It's like it's not that big of a deal. You know what I mean? I'll show you if you want to fucking see, but like you're being a little too nosy. So be careful. Make sure you're not being that person where you're just like constantly trying to look over their shoulder. Yeah. Because then obviously like the natural reaction to that is like, yo, chill. But if he does that and you're just chilling, you know what I mean? Right. And you're not even trying to look at his phone and all of a sudden he's like, it's like, okay, bro, what the fuck is that? What's going on over there? What you looking at? Okay. You know, there's been those videos of like, oh shit. You just get the girl acting like she's on her phone, right? And like filming her boyfriend. And there's like a mirror right there, whatever. And he's
He's just scrolling through Instagram, liking these girls' pictures and like listening to all this other stuff, and you just see that.
And then the guy, he opens up his camera as well, and then zooms in on her.
And
Caught you, bitch.
Yep, and she's like, all right, I'm trying to find something on that. So yeah, I mean,
y'all be slick.
There's a healthy balance with that. Like, don't be too obvious with that. There's no reason to be. Like, it should be trust in a relationship to where it's like, but if you see these signs and these patterns, then it could be a little bit of a eye opening of, okay, what's up?
What's going on? You hide.
But don't just assume. Let it be obvious.
Let's give them how do you look at your phone when you just get a nude out of the blue, like you weren't expecting it?
How did I used to?
Yeah. Because if I get a nude and I'm like around company or something, I open my phone, I don't even know what the fuck's going on. Right away, I'm just like, oh shit, god damn. If he does one of those, he fucking with them hoes.
Yo, I'm done.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You get it unexpected, you check, oh shit.
I feel you.
You try to play it off cool. Yeah. That's definitely a dead giveaway. Right there. So so if he's like has an attitude change, there's a fluctuation in his sexual desire or the intimacy aspect of it, or if the motherfucker starts learning new tricks out of the blue in the bedroom, he start pulling out some new moves. Yeah. Where the fuck did you learn this?
Yeah, I feel you. Let me ask you this: do you think that it's okay for couples to track each other?
Track each other?
Yeah, like on their phone.
There has to be a reason. I feel like if there's a reason, yes. If there's no reason, you're just like, okay, we're in a relationship now. Give me your phone. I'm gonna put a tracker on it. The fuck? For what?
Right.
What did I do?
Because I know that there's relationships out there where that's the case and I just wanted to get your opinion.
And if there's a good reason behind it, then yeah, you should.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's got to be a good reason, though.
Yeah.
It's like you caught him in a lie. He's been like, dude, the best way is just be open. Yeah. Just be so fucking transparent.
See? These are the
be overly transparent. Be
overly. Here's all my passwords.
You don't even have to go on me. You will never have to give her a password or fucking track your phone. You'll never have to do any of that shit if you're just open with her. Right. Just super fucking open.
Right.
But
imagine if you're very open with her to where all that is the case. So where ladies, you don't even have to worry about anything with this guy.
Yeah, he's telling me everything.
He's literally like, he gave me everything, so I got no...
Yeah, but see, here's the thing, ladies. In order for him to be open with you, you can't get mad at him when he tells you something that you don't want to hear.
Facts.
Right? Like somebody fucking tried to hit on me or whatever. I don't know if that's a fucking whatever, but he tells it to you in a joking way, like, yo, this fucking lady, whatever, was trying to hit on me. It was the funniest thing. I totally brushed her off. It's like, really? Oh, so you're out here fucking brushing what? What are you brushing? Brushing off? Okay, you know what? Give me your phone. You go and track that shit. What? You can't. You gotta laugh with him and just like, if he feels like any sort of repercussion to being open, then it's going to prevent him from wanting to be open.
Facts.
It's like, I'm a very honest person, so honest and brutally honest. I want to be honest. I hate having to lie.
Because then you got to keep up with that.
Exactly.
This is a job.
I'm like, that's a fucking pain in my ass to have to
and
lie.
Then you got to remember your lie.
But then I notice whenever somebody reacts very poorly every time I'm honest with them, and now you got me into the habit of just lying to you because I don't want to have to like fight with you every time I'm trying to just be honest and be real with you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's like you create that habit of lying sometimes because it's like you're chastising him every time he's honest. And it's like this goes vice versa too. Dude, if your lady's trying to be honest with you and then you judge her or criticize her or whatever every time she's honest, then she's gonna avoid telling you because she don't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That part.
But if you guys can just be, okay, I understand that kind of bothers me, but I'm glad you handled it like that, or maybe I wish you would have handled it like this later. Next time something like that happens, like it's like, but it's no big deal. It's water under the bridge. Boom. That attitude will always get honesty out of the other person.
That's a fact. Very well said, my brother.
Make that shit go viral right now, bro. Trying to hit them pure facts.
Looking at.
You feel me? Shit. We're about to be the #1 relationship goddamn podcast in the world. How we end up here?
I'm like, hey, if it is what it is, we rolling with the punches. That's all it is.
I don't know. All this shit seems very like logical to me. I'm trying to take as much.
Okay, but that's the key word you said to you.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to take as like a practical approach. You know what I mean? A non-emotional approach.
Yeah.
Right? Because I feel like when the emotions dictate the logic, that's when you fucking start to make mistakes.
100%.
You know?
That part.
So take us like, this is just like a outside perspective, an unbiased outside perspective.
Literally.
And ladies, like we got your back. Like we fucking definitely got your back. And fellas, you know, you might feel like we're coming at you sometimes or whatever.
We got your back too.
We got your back too. Look, we're trying to help everybody. You
Absolutely.
know? I catch myself being a little harsh on the fellas sometimes. It's like, damn, okay.
It's just sometimes we have to address the issue at hand, the elephant in the room, and that's okay. Because it's accountability at the end of the day.
Hey, man, and you know what? If we ain't your cup of tea, the honesty ain't your cup of tea, then...
C'est la vie. No, let me
say la vie. It was nice while it lasted, man. We tried.
If we resonate with you, we resonate with you.
We tried, man. We did our best.
At the end of the day, that's what it is.
We did our best. We had good intentions.
Yeah.
We had good intentions.
We just real at the end of the day. That's all we do.
One last thing that might be a sign that, like, yo, okay, something's up, is if, like, okay, let's say you're with somebody who's an attractive person, right? Like, okay, I used to date this girl that was a fucking neck breaker, right? Everywhere we go, she's getting, you know, little whistles here and there or whatever. Never used to bother me. First off, fellas, if you're with a girl that's fucking banging or whatever, it comes with the territory.
Accept that it happens.
You cannot let that shit bother you.
And don't be insecure to be like,
oh hell no.
You know what I'm saying? She's fine.
One reason she fucking liked me so much is because I didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Right? I'd be like, yo, she asked me one time, what would you do if like I went and talked to that guy? I'd be like, I would let you. Yeah. But like, just don't think that you could come back and like talk to me. So it's like, I don't give a fuck.
You can. We're not gonna control it.
Yeah. I'm not.
But you made your decision.
You
when
could
you
do
made
your thing, girl. You know, but just don't think that you could hop right back over the fence.
Right.
That's just gonna.
Because as soon as you walk out that door,
I know you're gonna get hit on. Locked. It's all you're always gonna get hit on. Everywhere you go. Goddamn, girl. Like she was fine, right? You cannot be overly insecure about that, right? You can't be overly controlling. But if all that flirting is happening with her, and then she starts to reciprocate it, right? You start to flirt back. You start to engage a little bit too much. Okay, that's a sign that you crave that attention. You like that attention, and that will only lead to you eventually following through with that.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay, if I notice like you have restraint and like it doesn't faze you because you value me and what you got with me so much, then that shit will never bother me.
Right.
But the moment I see you start to engage back, now it's starting to build up inside of me. And then I'm just like, okay, you know what? These are signals to me that you need more attention than what I'm giving you.
Yeah.
So if I'm not fulfilling it, then
by all means,
go do your thing.
Yeah.
To the streets!
Limitless amount of streets out there.
Go back. And that goes vice versa. If the man is a handsome young fella, you know, and you fucking entertaining all the cat calls or whatever you're getting, you got, if you're not just brushing it off and like laughing it off with her and keep it moving, then you're gonna build up this sort of thing inside of her. Okay, what? I'm not right. You might be a nice person, right? Everybody said, "Well, I'm just trying to be nice.
Yeah,
I don't want to be rude."
Yeah,
sure, but you don't have you don't have to be rude when you just laugh it off.
There's a way I'm going about it. Yeah.
Oh, you silly girl. What the You silly. You trying to get me killed, bitch? What the fuck's wrong with you?
You see she right here.
You see that, baby? She crazy over there.
I'll be saying nothing.
You better be careful. Motherfucker, you better be careful.
Yo, I'm done.
I swear to God, you gotta look over and you got that side eye from your girl like,
what you gonna do? You gonna say something back?
It's your move, motherfucker. She got a knife right to your ribs. You better be careful.
The anticipation.
It goes both ways.
Yo, that's crazy. That's
so
funny.
yeah. So okay, we gotta hit these last couple things. So what do you do if you think they are cheating, right? And there's a saying: if you go looking for trouble, you're gonna find it. Right. So if you think they're cheating, and you start investigating, you might very well find what you're looking for.
Right.
The best way,
but it may not even be what you think it is.
Yeah,
so tread lightly too, because what you can do is compromise the situation by assuming something, and then you see maybe a number that you don't recognize or something else that it's like, and it's just, it could be something that, you know, a business thing or whatever it is. Yeah. That you just dug yourself in a hole from doing that. So, but just tread lightly.
Right. So the best way to address it is like literally address it. Yeah. With your partner. Right. What is that thing? What's going on? Why do I feel like that?
Communication.
What's going on? But here's a trick to it though. Right. In order to get the truth out of them, right, you got to make them feel like, hey, listen, I want to just have like a quick, real heart-to-heart talk. You know I love you. Yeah. And I know shit isn't always perfect. Yeah. But I'm feeling this way. And I'm just, for my own peace of mind, I want to get to the bottom of it. And I just want to let you know, whatever it is, if you're feeling a certain type of way, I want to see if there's anything I could do to fix it. You know what I mean? So, is something going on? Is there something I should know about? Gauge his reaction. And look, I'm going to take whatever your response is as just feedback for me to know, okay, I need to do, there's something wrong. Yeah. Maybe there's something I can do. If you want honesty, this is how you got to approach it.
That's the best approach, best way.
Right? Now, some girls might use that. It's like, I'm going to tell them that. And then I'm going to say I'm not going to get mad, but then when he fucking spills the beans, the fucking knife is coming right out of the back pocket. What'd you say?
Just like what you said, when emotions, what's that saying? When
dictate
your emotions dictate logic, then
it fucks shit up.
It does, 100%. Don't let your emotions.
But no, if you really care about this relationship and you want to see it through and figure it out, you got to address it. Yeah. Be open with it. Get him to be honest with you by being open and non-criticizing, again, like what we said before. Yes. Non-judgmental.
Cordial, tonality.
Understanding, sympathetic to a degree. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that way they feel safe enough to just be honest. Exactly. Fully fucking honest. Exactly. Even if they fucking did you wrong, they can be honest, and now you can get to the bottom of why. Yeah. Right? And if it's something that you can resolve, then you can choose to resolve it. Yeah. If it's not, then you can choose to dissolve it. Another quote. Make this shit go viral one more game.
Let me write this down real quick. Let me write this. We coming with full on.
That just came right off the top of the dome. But you guys feel what I'm saying? I mean, I think that's like the best way to approach that situation. Because if you go looking for something, right, and you find it, and then you attack them with it. Yeah. What the fuck is this? Yo. You bring out all the printed text messages and all this, and you put them on the spot like that.
Like a deer in headlights.
Now, it's like you're creating this environment where it's like, okay, we're set up for an argument. Yeah. Okay.
Because he feels entrapped now.
Yeah, I'm trapped. I'm done. Okay, like
cornered.
Boom. It's like, okay, you could take that approach, and now you got this motherfucker like riled up, and like he might get defensive. Yeah. I don't know. Look, that might fucking work in some cases. You need to scare the fuck out of his ass in order for him to act right. I don't know. I'm trying to be open-minded. I think the first...
We're thinking of the most effective.
I'm trying to be effective. I think the most effective one, if you really want it to be like a healthy relationship afterwards, then the first one's the approach to take.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. Because then you start to build this habit of literally talking about issues and not feeling the need to just resort to having a feeling need to blow up both of you guys, It's a simple, honest, heart-to-heart discussion, And I think that's the best, most effective, efficient way you can do with anything. And y'all are building great habits with y'all.
Yeah, and look, if he fucking starts to get defensive right away, starts to like, get riled up and like, what the fuck, I can't believe you would think something like that. And all of a sudden he's like activating all these defense mechanisms. Okay, what is that?
I feel like that for one, that is a red flag. And
exactly,
two,
that was the word I was thinking.
You may need to just walk away on that situation, because what you don't want to do is try to fight fire with fire. The next thing you know, y'all both just coming at each other's necks. Because once he sees that you're mature enough to just walk away, him in his mind is gonna be like, "Fuck, damn, I gotta fucking just say it then, whatever." You know what I'm saying? And then it's better than just trying to like continue into throw fire and fire and fire to where now you're not getting anywhere. Because but he's defending himself and deflecting, and you're like trying to justify your emotions and everything like that. Sometimes you just got to be the big person and be like, you know what? If you don't want to tell me the truth right now, or whatever, I'm just gonna walk away for it. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. Mm-hmm. So
I'm going to my mom's house.
Exactly.
You'll find me.
He's gonna realize what it was that he did, and he's gonna be honest with you. Watch, give him that. Time.
He's feeling trapped, cornered, and then he got caught off guard.
Yeah.
But like vice versa, if he truly feels like, okay, you went snooping for something, you found something, and then it actually ends up being innocent, and then you attack him with it.
Yeah.
And then he's like, okay, first off, you're coming at me with something that, and you see like these kind of videos online, where like there actually was an innocent reason behind it.
Yeah.
And then she went and already broke his fucking PS5 and did all this shit.
Oh,
and then he was like, dude,
ladies.
It was my aunt fucking Velma. What are you doing? Some innocent ass thing.
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh shit, I'm sorry, baby. And then he's like, no, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
It's like, boom, you just like blew up a situation when you didn't have to.
Exactly.
So like,
because you never, exactly.
The best thing, if you're feeling something, let's have a sit down, baby. I need to talk.
Yep, that part.
Mm-hmm. And then the last and final thing is, how do you prevent cheating happening to you, right?
Dun, dun, dun.
It's like, here's one thing. First off, there's only so much you could do in a lot of cases, right?
Yeah.
You could do all these things, but if the fucking dude or the girl still wants to cheat, because there's some people like that.
Yeah, no, 100%.
That just like want to fucking, they get a thrill out of it, or whatever the fuck it is. You do all these things that we listed before in the episode, and then he still cheats, right? First off, there's no repairing that man.
Yeah.
Or that woman or whoever. It's like, that's just them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But the best way to prevent it is obviously be conscious of all these things that we talked about.
Absolutely.
Just being conscious of it, and then just making sure, okay, wait, let me go through this checklist and just make sure that I'm not fucking up. But also, he should be doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? So that way both parties are being fulfilled. So that way you don't have any sort of desire to go find something somewhere else, right?
Right.
That makes sense.
Right. And I'll also say this, and just to add on to what you just said, focus on everything that you can do, that you're in control of for yourself, to make sure that you're checking those boxes, like he said. Like, when you're focusing on, okay, I'm gonna do all these things and he needs to do all these things, then you're taking the energy and investment out of yourself on you know what I'm saying, what you truly need to work on to prevent, because at the end of the day, you don't know. Maybe he would or maybe he wouldn't, at the end of the day, but at least you knew that you did everything that you possibly could to prevent a situation like that. And if his colors show, then it just wasn't meant. It needed to, but at least you don't feel fault on knowing that you slacked in any department. Right. So don't really worry about. You know what I'm saying? Because in retrospect, he will. Once he starts seeing everything that you're doing, he'll realize that.
Yeah, that's a really fucking good point you just made. Because then you won't be left in the end asking yourself, like, what did I do wrong?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Because now you know. It's not you, it's them.
Yes.
Now you know 100%.
You can never question yourself.
It's them.
You did everything.
It's not you. I did everything.
Yep.
I checked all the fucking boxes, and he still did it. I'm not gonna take it personally. He's a piece of shit.
He has issues. And he has problems. He needs to work on.
He's better in the streets.
Yeah. Because obviously it's things he needs to still work on for himself, and he needs to make that decision.
And take the viewpoints like. Thank God I got rid of that motherfucker, because that is, not something you want to be find out about him later down the line.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Or it's like, okay, you could go find something better. Like, if you have all these traits, you are a fucking catch.
100%.
You know what I mean? If you are that person that checks all these boxes,
amazingly decent woman,
you are a fucking catch.
100%.
Right? So finding somebody who will appreciate all those things about you and treasure all those things about you is gonna be like a no-brainer for the dude.
Yeah.
You have a functioning brain. This woman checks every fucking box. And I know when I say that, there's a sense of like this doubt or hopelessness because maybe you haven't found that yet. But it's like, you will. You can't have that attitude.
Have an abundant mentality.
Have that more positive.
Yeah.
If you're thinking that, you're full of shit, Miles, you're just whatever. It's like that attitude though is so negative that how can you attract that guy with that sort of attitude?
You'll be attracting exactly what you're thinking.
You're shutting it off.
Yeah.
Like you're shutting off the possibility.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And you're not going to be able to allow that person to enter in if you just oh, it's never going to happen.
When the space is filled with negativity, it can't be room left for positivity. So if you're filling that space with just all these doubts and fears and struggles, instead of living in that positive, abundant vibe, then it's just like, okay, this is automatically I'm setting myself up for failure because I'm already placing all this pressure on.
Let's go back to the business analogy. Just because one failed doesn't mean you can't make the next one successful.
Exactly.
You learned everything that went wrong. Now this one I'm gonna nail it on the head with this one.
Yeah.
And if it's the right fucking product, whatever, it's gonna work. But sometimes you gotta try different products. You gotta try different things. What's gonna catch on? What's gonna resonate?
Absolutely.
You're not gonna get it the first try. I could tell you right now from firsthand experience, you gotta try a bunch of different shit until you find one. This one works.
Yes.
Boom. And I learned from all these other ones, but I never gave up at the possibility that I was gonna find one that worked. I never fucking doubted that in my head for a second.
Yes.
Right? And that same mentality applies to relationships.
Yeah, I agree. And also like to add to that,
and I know that's easier said than done, by the way. I just want to say that I know that that's easier said than done because a lot of heavy emotions come with relationships.
Yeah.
Right? And emotions affect you differently.
Yeah.
You got to find a way to move past it the best you can, have a more positive mindset, allow that emotion to just slowly dissipate.
Yeah.
And now get into a more positive mindset where the emotion isn't, the positivity within you is not compromised just because of past failures, right? Your excitement about the next thing isn't diminished just because one failed. You know what I mean? I still think I can make this shit work. I'm excited about every new thing I do because I believe I can make it work in my core.
Yeah.
Right?
Which I feel like segues into the whole, I don't necessarily believe that once a cheater, always a cheater. Because I truly believe that people do grow to be more of a better person for themselves and for the relationship, especially when they want to get you back, Yeah. So it's all about the actions at the end of the day. You're going to see speaks for itself.
This shit, this talking, talk is cheap.
Yes.
Show me something, motherfucker. That's basically my attitude. If somebody cheated, just to play devil's advocate and you want a second chance or whatever, it's like, this is great, but your actions are going to speak 1,000 times louder than your words.
100%.
Prove it. You know what I mean? And it's if there's that sense, of mistrust or whatever, then homeboy, you gotta be super fucking open.
Yes.
And fucking super transparent, ultra transparent, because if you're not, then you ain't getting a second chance.
Right. Absolutely. We're speaking honest perspective. Pure facts out of all languages in the world. That's what we decided to speak today. So.
Pure facts, baby. Damn. Okay, that was another deep ass episode. Shit.
I would say so.
Fuck. A lot of these came from the DMs and the questions that we've been getting, which we love, you know what I mean? And we see how these issues, first off, the fact that you are even asking for our perspective and our opinions on this is first an honor in itself. It's
absolutely.
It's okay, you value our opinion, you value our perspective, and if we can help in some way, now we feel obligated to.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm reading a lot of these heartfelt like messages, you could tell like that there's pain behind these words.
Yeah, we have to.
So, but don't worry. We still gonna address a lot of the nasty issues. Which is gonna be actually on the exclusive part, because this young lady, we got 4 different fan emails and comments that we're gonna address in the next episode. One young lady, she's in a relationship where her partner won't let her fully express herself. She feels caged in that relationship. I guess you saw one of our videos where we talk about that.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm going through exactly this. What should I do? Right? She's, we'll get into it. It's crazy fucking story. There's a lot to it. It's actually quite a big email.
Okay.
So, but we're going to get into that. And then there's another young lady who wants some perspective on guys and how to tell whether or not they just want to, if they want a relationship or if they just want to hook up. She's a good girl.
Okay.
I could tell.
Okay.
She's new to the game. She needs some advice, and we got you, girl.
Well, let's get into it.
Catching feelings, we gotta address all of them. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to catch that episode, tune in. Go ahead and head over to magicmanplus.com. That's where you can support this podcast and also get bonus episodes every single week. Full bonus episodes every single week. In addition to that, you're going to get these episodes that you're watching right now before everybody else.
Yes.
And you also get access to our app. We have an app.
We got an app.
These motherfuckers got an app? Goddamn.
Wow, they doing some big things over there.
We got an app, motherfuckers. Go check it out. It's free to check out. If you dig it, stick with it. If you don't, peace. I don't got to rock for that.
I was waiting for it.
It's all good. You know, we still love you. You know what I mean? But obviously, we really appreciate all the support because it helps grow our podcast. It helps support us and what we're doing.
Thank you, ladies.
And, you know, it means a lot to us.
Mm-hmm.
So, and also we're working on a whole new fucking app. I'm about to hire my own fucking team to design a customized app just for this. One that's going to have way more interactive features where we can interact with you way better, like one-on-one and shit.
Yeah.
Live stream, the whole 9, create a community. That's what I want. I'm like, yo, this needs to feel more like a community.
Yes.
Can you do it? Do it. And I'm like, these motherfuckers are just slack. And I'm sorry. I just have to be transparent about it. It's been frustrating the shit out of me for like months.
Hey, we got moves coming. That's all we gonna say.
Exactly. Give us time.
Absolutely.
Before you go, make sure to drop us a comment. Give us your input. Subscribe to this motherfucker. See, we didn't convince you in the beginning. Have we convinced you now?
I mean,
show us a little support. Hit us that subscribe button. Write us a 5-star review. It helps us. Hopefully we did a decent job with this information to earn that subscription.
Absolutely.
So we appreciate it, ladies.
Thank you, ladies.
And gentlemen. And we will see you next week. Peace.